Good evening,
Good.
good night, good morning, or good day, depending on what part of the world you're joining us from. My name is Mike Green, coming to you live out of Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, corporate headquarters for iGrownet and Leafit Inc. Here for our Monday night Jumpstart webinar. Tonight we have CEO of iGrownet on the line with us, Ron Pope. There he is. Ron, I'm going to take this and hand it right over to you. I know you had a huge weekend. You got to be exhausted, buddy. I just know you have to be. But we're going to turn this over to Ron. He's got a bunch of information to share with us tonight. If you want to know who's working harder than anybody, this is the guy right here, and he doesn't stop. He's like the ever-ready bunny. Wait a minute, ever-ready rabbit? Anyway, he's a tough one, and he's going nonstop all the time. Ron Pope, it's all yours.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Mike. I appreciate. I don't even know if I could take credit for that anymore. I work a lot. Yeah, I work hard. But Mike, I mean, look at you. You're heading up the entire Blitz campaign in several different countries, and you're working around the clock. Then we got Steve Hyman, one of the partners in the company that's going toe to toe with me right now. I mean, we are literally all weekend long. I mean, I wasn't even going to say it, but since you bring it up, Mike, yeah. I mean, there was every day. Friday night, I think we're up till 4 a.m. Working on stuff with the programmers, which meant my programmers being on East Coast, we're up till 7 a.m. We did the same thing again on Saturday, worked a half a day on Sunday, and then we took some time off. So they were back at it again early this morning. And I got to say that our head programmer, Jamie, was right there with us. Steve was right there with me. Mike, I know we called on you a couple of times there, and just, everybody is working so hard. I mean, I would love to just give a virtual pat on the back to everybody on the team, all you guys out in the field, driving traffic to these Blitz campaigns so we can do all the telling and selling for you. Everybody's coming together, and it's incredible what can happen in a company when everybody's rowing in the same direction. And as you see here on my vision, this is exciting for me personally to be involved in this and see, how everything's coming together now that we've got, iGrow standing on its own, and we've got the Leafit social network and the way that they're married and stuff. I mean, it's just incredible to sit here, and it gives me goosebumps to realize that, my dream of being able to help millions of people globally in creating an economy, creating that middle class in those countries that only have the rich and the poor, and that big gap. And I've traveled the world. I've seen a lot of that happen. It really impacted me when I was in Hong Kong and Thailand and the Dominican Republic to see that gap. If you guys have not left the United States before, you don't understand what I'm saying. But there's a lot of countries out there that don't have that middle class. And even right here in the United States, I mean, there's a lot of people that want more in life, and they just don't know how to get it. And that's where we've come together here with the iGrow Network to put together a system where people can plug in. And I think you guys are starting to see it. But through these systems, we can become a legacy development company. We can enable you guys and your friends, your family, your acquaintances to finally plant your feet and build something that's real, that's long-term, that's generational, that's going to change your stars, that's going to change who you are, that's going to allow you to finally blossom. And utilizing the social media background to this, that is really the carrot that draws people in. If you've tried networking before and it didn't work out for you, try it again. If you're not on with us yet, try it again, because you're going to see so many of our speakers have come out on these inner circle calls and the iGrow 60 and talked about how they didn't have a lot of previous success, that they brought the same systems over here and they're working again and they're exploding now. Literally thousands upon thousands of people are barreling into their teams, and it's incredible. So these systems that we've provided here, that we've created, we want to teach you guys how to do that, but at the same time allow you to plug into our systems. And I want to encourage everybody, if you came here tonight and you're drained, you're just tired, and you're thinking, okay, this is my last shot at it, I'm going to give it one more try here with the iGrow Network, thank you for doing that for yourself, okay? Because, as you see here at the bottom, true success takes persistence. And many times in life, it seems like an uphill battle, but if you keep fighting it, and once you get to the top, you'll forget all the pain and agony that you went through to get there. All right, I'm not saying this is going to be painful to build the iGrow Network, but it's definitely worth it, guys. It's worth every minute that you spend working on your business, that you spend building relationships with your new best friends, that you're spending, doing the activity every single day, whether it's a glorious activity or not. It might be just building your list of who you're going to talk to. It might be, just deciding what you're going to do tomorrow before you go to bed tonight. It's planning for success. And the iGrow network, I'm so excited to say, offers you that opportunity to finally plant your feet and build that success and develop a legacy for your family. Our mission over here at the iGrow Network, I want you guys to understand this, okay? The iGrow Network mission is to create a global culture, not here in the United States, not in Canada, not in Europe, but a global culture in all the different countries of leadership and community. If we can develop leaders, then we'll develop the community, because the leaders will start to create the atmosphere, the community within their teams, and then we become a household name that people want to be part of, because we have something real for them here, something that they gravitate towards. And that's our mission, is to improve basically the global culture. I mean, it's very, very possible. It's a mission that's much bigger than you and I. It's a mission that if we come together, though, we can definitely accomplish and achieve this. So what exactly is the iGrow Network? I'm not going to go into a full-on presentation here. I just want to let you know that we are a social media marketing company. Everything that we do is going to be around driving traffic from the social networks that are out there now into your business. And I'm not just talking about your iGrow Network business. I'm talking about any business that you have that's traditional, whether it's online, offline, networking, traditional. It doesn't matter what kind of a structure you have in your business. You need an online presence today. And one of the things that we do here at the iGrow Network is we show you exactly how to get that online presence. Then we give you a social network that you can actually build up and use as a carrot to draw people in and get that traffic going through yourself. And that social network, I'm sure many of you know, is Leafit. Okay, we have the exclusive marketing rights to the Leafit social network and any products that they bring out now or in the future. And I want to state something else. Some other questions that have come back. People have been asking, well, what happens if Leafit, the social network, explodes and then they get a big old offer and they want to sell out? What happens to all of our efforts? Okay, so I want to address that for you guys just real quick. The iGrow Network, we have voting rights. Okay, we protect you guys, the associates. We protect the associates. So Leafit could never sell out in a situation that would be less than advantageous to each one of you guys. Okay, I know that's very transparent, and again, anybody who knows me, anybody who's been on calls with me, they know I'm transparent. All right, so I wanted to let you guys know that is a great thing that we have in the agreements. We have the voting rights to protect our associates, and I want to say another thing. Okay, the CEO for Leafit, Lawrence Sowell, has an amazing heart, and he doesn't want to do anything that isn't less than advantageous for you guys. So we are here to protect your interest in all of this as well. So don't expect some buyout offer to come out and wipe out your business. It's not going to happen. Okay, I want to talk to you about a couple other things that we're working on in the background here, things that we have coming your way, because, again, iGrow Network is much more than just the Leafit Social Network. It's much more than just the iGrow University as well. Now, the university, if you don't know what that is, I suggest you go in your back office, click on products, and go check out the iGrow University. Or if you're not even signed up yet, just go to the homepage, iGrownet.com/ your sponsor's username, and go down the page, read about what the iGrow Network is doing, because it's really important that you guys understand the iGrow University, because that's what's going to enable you guys. That's what's going to empower you to actually get that online presence that you need to become an online marketing professional, where even if you walked away from the iGrow Network, you'll still have that background, you'll still have that ability to go out and market yourself. And I know folks that make hundreds of thousands, even some that make millions of dollars a year, marketing their skills to other companies to get them that online presence. This is extremely valuable, guys. So take it serious, get in the university, start digging through it. But we've got much more coming than just that. We've got one-click sharing, we got text message platforms, mobile app builders, email and social tools, marketing automation tools, and then we've got these, I put Facebook, but it's actually social media, not just Facebook, social media posting tools, where it's going to help you guys accelerate your marketing campaign. So once you build them, we give you the tools. These are all things that we're working on, like I say, in the background, and I hope to be rolling these out to you very soon. So those are some of the expanded view of where the iGrow Network is headed. Now let's talk about the housekeeping items. On the corporate, jumpstart calls, it's a lot of, excitement, a lot of amped up, energy. But at the same time, we do have to go through some of the housekeeping so you guys know what's going on over here. Where are we spending all of our time? I talk about staying up till 4, 5, 6, 7 o'clock in the morning every day. What are we doing during that time? So I want to just kind of, show you a few of the things that we've been working on over here, some of the things that you may have recognized or noticed already, but if you haven't been to your back office, maybe you haven't seen it, okay? The money tab is unlocked. Hang on one second here. Just a moment, guys. My apologies. I've got a slide that... There we go. I apologize for that. I updated my slides, and that one did not get updated. Okay, so some of the things you may not have recognized or noticed in the back office, if you haven't been back there yet, is under Vine, we have the downline summary there now. This shows you all your personals, your unilevel, and your matrix, all in one little snapshot. Okay, that was something. Now we were able to do all of this while doing the data migrations and going through and fixing any corrupted data or anything like that that came over from the old back office. So I was very impressed, and I've been working with this programming team now for over 2 years, and the head programmer, Jamie Beck, is a good friend of mine. We developed our relationship actually after I met him through the industry. He's been supporting network marketing companies for about 15 years now, spent over $10 million in developing his programs, and has literally millions of lines of code. He's one of the top programmers in the industry for what we're doing. And to have that relationship and have them come over here, I was already feeling pretty blessed and honored that they did that and wanted to work with us on it. But at the same time, the skill set that him and his team have, and the fact that he's had 5 full-time programmers working around the clock for us over the last few weeks has been incredible. I mean, up till the last couple of weeks here, when we really put the crunch on them, there was still 3, 4 programmers working full-time to get us up and running in the back office and get the new website and everything up. So it's been exceptional. But what I really want to point out is this last weekend was amazing. I mean, to see these guys going on like 2 hours of sleep and still programming and pushing through, and even though they had some downtime while the migration was going, it takes a couple hours, 3, 4 hours sometimes for these records. We're talking like 450,000 plus records migrating over, and if there's any errors, then we got to wipe it out and do it all over again. I mean, if you've never dealt with this, it's you could really go gray working on this. But instead of them taking their downtime and getting sleep, instead they continued to push. And so when you see these things like the downline summary, they did that. They worked on that while we had the downtime instead of sleeping. The downline viewer, this is where it shows you your entire unilevel team. There is a difference between your unilevel team and your matrix team. All right, so I want you guys to understand that. Your matrix team, you could be getting spillover from above. Those aren't actually on your personal team. They're in your matrix, yes. You get paid on them through your matrix, yes. But they're actually not on your personal team. Your personal team is where you're going to see it in the downline viewer. Okay? We'll cover more of that in training, and that is one of my goals this week, is to get into the training modules for you guys so we can start to provide a training library. Under the Money tab, this is where a lot of changes were this weekend. We have a summary of earnings. Okay, we've got credit wallet. This is where all your commissions are dumped into. So every payout, they're going to go straight into your credit wallet. So you'll see them in there. And then you got earnings. This is where you can view all your commissions, past and present. And all the past due, I just want to explain to you guys, if you're having a hard time understanding what you're seeing there, the past due that came over from the old back office, they're grouped up. So there might be 2 or 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks that are grouped together for you. But if you hit view, you'll see a full breakdown of that. Okay, so under your earnings, you go in. If you look on the far right, you'll see a view. It'll give you that breakdown. And then vouchers. The vouchers. This is where you can help your people who don't have credit cards. So if you've got somebody here in the U.S. or other countries that don't have credit cards and they want to get in, then what you would do is you go in your back office to your vouchers tab, and you'll hit Create Voucher. And within like a second, it gives you a 32-digit random code. A lot of you are using this and using it efficiently. So I'm glad to see that I didn't have to do a full training for that. It's very, very simple to do. But yeah, you'll just take that 32-digit code and you'll email it right over to your prospect. While they're signing up, they'll plug in the voucher code and it pays for them. So instead of choosing credit card, they'll just choose voucher. So very easy. It takes that obstacle away where, before if they didn't have a credit card and they're in another country, oh my gosh, what do you do? Well, that took that obstacle out of the way. Cash outs, you'll see all your past and present cash outs. I want to touch on this real quick because when we were doing the data updates this weekend in the money tab, we pushed the commissions out, and what happened was it also pushed out some that it wasn't supposed to, which was anybody who was not qualified. All right, so if you didn't meet your qualifications and you had a commission show up, you're not qualified for that, we just updated that again. So if you go in your back office now and you look, anybody who was not qualified to receive a check, we did correct that mistake. So that was the only thing. Anybody who had a check already, your check should not have changed. All it did was took out the folks that weren't qualified to be paid. Okay, so if you're one of those folks and you know who you are, then my apologies that if you got all excited this weekend and saw a check show up there that you weren't actually owed, we had to correct the mistake. So if you did make a cash out request, we ask that you go back in there tonight and make your cash out request again, because in order to correct the records, we had to wipe out any outstanding cash out requests. So please just go back in there, and we do have customer service as well as Steve Hyman, one of the partners who's on the phone right now, or the webinar with us, is standing by to push payouts to you guys. Cash outs are happening though, guys. I mean, that's exciting. Update, what you do is you go to your update payout method, okay, underneath your cash out tab, and follow the instructions to link your iPayout, and then you can request your funds to be paid out to you. We have already paid out several people through the new back office, so payouts are going out. Like I say, we just had to do that quick update, and so if you did submit a cash out request, please, one more time, I'm going to say it, go back in tonight and just request that again. Okay. Let's see, weekly corporate webinars. What do we have to support you guys? We talk about the system that you guys can plug into. Obviously, you're on one tonight, the Monday night corporate jumpstart webinar. We have Tuesday night iGrow 60 webinars. Wednesday, we have the live Q&A webinars. And then Thursday night, we've got the Inner Circle webinars. And all you do is you go to the replicated homepage, the iGrownet.com/your username, and click on webinar, and it'll take you right into that page. Okay. Matter of fact, I believe Mike Green was just showing you a few minutes ago where to find all of the Blitz campaign webinars. I'm going to go back there at the end and show it to you one more time because I want you guys to know where that is. That is probably the biggest tool that you have to build with right now. Is the Blitz campaign. I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about that in a moment. Let's see, whitelisting. This is really, really important, guys, because we do have a new email server and because of the fact that just delivering email in today's world is extremely difficult. If you talk to anybody who is a email expert, they'll tell you that getting emails delivered into people's inboxes today, it's a real game. These email providers, I don't know why they do it, but they scrub everything and try and put it all into spam, or maybe I think they think they're protecting the consumer, but sometimes it just makes it really difficult to communicate. So whitelisting, if you haven't heard of that before, it's simply just take notice at igrowmail.com and make it one of your contacts in your email. And the email address, I know some of you have several different email addresses. The one I'm referring to is the one in which you would typically, the one that you used when you registered with the iGrow network. Okay, that's the email address that you want to make notice at igrowmail.com a contact for. And if you do that, it'll start showing up in your inbox. Now, if you go through your spam folder, you're sitting there going right now, oh, wait, maybe that's where my emails have been going. If you go in your spam folder or your junk folder and you find some emails from us, don't just move it to your inbox. Actually find the button at the top and click not spam, okay? Because that also improves. It's kind of like a search engine almost, like search engine optimization just about, is the more people that tell your email provider, whether it be Yahoo, Gmail, I know some people even use AOL still, you know, all these different emails that are out there, Safe-Mail, whatever yours is, tell them that emails coming over from the iGrow network are not spam, And then the more of you that do that, then they'll stop flagging our stuff. So we're doing what we can from this end to get that done and to optimize the emails going into the inboxes. But being a new server, we have to show them that we are a trusted server. Okay, let's talk about Leafit, okay, the Leafit social network. The status of Leafit right now is 99% of all the bugs, including the Facebook and Twitter sharing, is done. I mean, we're talking about an app right now that is hot, guys. I mean, it is ready to be marketed, and they're making progress on all future versions right now as well. I know they're already doing what's called wireframes. If you don't know what a wireframe is, Google that. It's actually pretty incredible to see how a wireframe can be put together step by step by step on how you see something playing out for programming. So, or for design, actually, design programming. Things are looking exceptional over there with the Leafit social network. And if you guys are not marketing that, you should be doing that right now. I mean, that is something that, I mean, you see every day in the news, all these different apps and networks and things that are going viral. That's exactly what we have the ability to do here, is we can push, as a team, we can push the Leafit social network to go viral, guys, to become a household name. And you, as being an iGrow network associate, you have the exclusive rights to that. So if we can get that to go viral, the sooner the better, right? Because then when you say, hey, I'm with iGrow Network, and I want to show you about the Leafit social network. It's the first social network. Oh, yeah, no, I know about that. Oh, you do know about it. Oh, yeah, I saw him on TV the other day. Or I heard about it, from here, or I saw this over here. So making it a household name, making it recognizable. Like if you went to somebody right now and asked them, hey, would you like to join Twitter? They'd say, well, yeah, of course, that's fine. Yeah, I'll go do that. Or would you like to join Facebook? Yeah, of course. Because people know about it. They know it's a trusted network. So what we need to do over here for the Leafit social network is get the word out there. Start telling anybody and everybody about it. And just, even if they're not going to sign up with the iGrow network, still get them to join the Leafit social network. All right? Because that will get them moving on it. They'll see the benefits of it. And what's the biggest benefit? Leafit shares the revenue back with the users when the content they post generates a sale. Very unique, all right? And we're dealing with e-commerce, all right? I know there's other social networks that are popping up right now that one of them came out that's really going to work well for like music artists and things like that. But we're dealing with the common person on e-commerce, giving you the ability to literally tag millions upon millions of products. Now, as Leafit develops and works into a full social network and has all these different features to it, they'll have other features like that as well in the near future. Okay? But right now, what they do have is incredible. Make sure that you're leading in with that. I mean, that breaks down all walls. That allows you to talk to just about anybody out there, that you're marketing the first social network that shares the revenue back with its users on all e-commerce sales. That's pretty incredible, guys. Okay, now how do you download that app? If you're new and you haven't downloaded it yet, simply join the iGrow network, get your sponsor's username, go to the replicated site, and join either as a free affiliate or as a paid associate. All right, and then at that point, you'll go into your back office and you'll go underneath the products tab and you'll click download app. Okay? And do that actually with the device. I mean, it might seem obvious, but do that with the device that you actually want the app to go onto. And then there's one other thing that I want to suggest, guys, is that when you're doing that, go in there tonight and give the app a 5-star rating. This is your business. This is one of your products. You guys want to have the best possible rating on that product that you can, so when prospects go in and look at that, whether they're a sponsored prospect or an unsponsored prospect, remember, Leafit and iGrow doesn't keep those prospects when they sign up. If they sign up for the app or they sign up, well, really just for the app. I mean, they have to have a sponsor to come into the business side. But if they find their way into iTunes and they download the app, that goes into the VIP pool, which I'll show you here in a moment. And they have to be assigned out to somebody. They're not just corporate accounts. So make sure that you're in there rating the app a 5-star rating. Let's get as many signups with that as we possibly can to get that going viral right away. If all of us row in the same direction, we will literally explode the iGrow network and the Leafit social network in the next 3 months. If everybody plugs into everything that we're talking about, this will become a reality for you. Now, I want to show you again something here that was originated from the Leafit, and we're bringing it over here. Okay, so we're going to keep this one alive for a little bit longer. We're going to put basically a timestamp on this. We don't have a deadline for it yet, but this is what we're looking at: the 50K race, $200,000 prize pool. When we hit 5,000 paying associates, the individual with the most personally sponsored associates that are most personally sponsored associates, that individual will get a $15,000 check. When we hit 10,000 paying associates, the individual with the most personally sponsored associates will get a $25,000 check. Now, that's why we're going to put a timestamp on this one, is that we want to take that revenue. If you guys want that to happen, great. Then let's go ahead and charge forward. We'll keep that in place. But what we also would like to do is put a timestamp on it. If we hit it in the time frame, great. If not, then we're going to take those funds and we're going to reallocate them into other promotions for you guys. All right. So, but this is what we're looking at right now: 5,000 paying associates, 10,000. At 25,000 paying associates, the whole game changes, because we're not a recruiting company. We're a network that builds relationships. So at 25,000 paying associates, the individual who's going to get $50,000 is the one with the most personally sponsored associates, who each have their 3. So you got to create that duplication within your team. Same thing at 50,000 paying associates, $110,000 check to the individual who has the most personally sponsored, who each have their 3. Okay, so that's a promo that we're bringing forward. And I think that, I would love to be paying those checks out. If that's not exciting, send in some feedback to customer support. Send it to your AAB upline, your Associate Advisory Board member upline. Let them know. Get the message back to us. If that's not motivating to you guys and you want something different, let us know. Now, the IG3K Club. This is hot. This is exclusive. Maximum of 3,000 associates in this club. Look at the qualifications. Maintain your own iGrownet associate status. I think all of us can do that. Make your payment. Stay active. Not difficult to do. Second one, maintain 3 personally referred iGrownet monthly memberships. All right. So again, not difficult to do. I mean, we have folks that have brought in 20, 30, 50. I think one of our top guys is like 80, 90 personals, in going. I mean, it's incredible. And I'm talking about just associates. At the same time, they have literally hundreds of free affiliates that they've referred in. So, guys, the sky is the limit. Do what you want with it. But this is an all-out race. I mean, think about that. All you have to do is maintain your own and get 3 personal sales, 3 personal iGrownet monthly memberships. That's it. And then you're in it. Now, once you're in it, if you fall out of qualification, you fall below that 3, which my suggestion is grab 3 to 5 people, work with them, create duplication, they get 3 to 5 more. If you're working with these folks, they're not going to fall out, okay? Because what are you doing? You're pouring your heart and soul into them and helping them become leaders to go and get 3 to 5 more each, all right? If you get 3, you get 3. You don't ever have to worry about your monthly membership. Yours is free. So that should be your focus. Once you've developed 3 leaders, grab 3 more. Okay. Now, if you want to qualify right out of the gate, you want to qualify tonight for all levels of compensation, grab 5. Okay. Get 5 personally sponsored associates and work with them. And at that point, you're qualified for all levels of compensation. Then you just got to build out your team. But if you fall out of qualification for the IG3K, you're going to have 30 days to meet the qualification again, or we're going to go ahead and pass your spot on to the next qualified associate in line. All right. Now, what are the benefits? Why are we so excited about the IG3K? What's so special about it? Well, guys, you're going to get an equal share of all VIP pool. That's viral installs pool app downloads. Okay, as the Leafit social network starts to go viral, becomes a household name, their Enterprises television show with Terry Bradshaw comes out, all of these different things start hitting the media. What's going to happen? People are going to find their way to the iTunes store. They're going to download the app even without a sponsor, and that's where they go into the viral installs pool. And you, as an IG3K club member, you get an equal portion of that. Now, let me point you something out here. There was a social network that went viral last month, I believe it was, a month before. They're getting 50,000 downloads an hour. Now, could you imagine being one of 3,000 people that got an equal share of that? Pretty insane what can take place, guys. That is a reality for the iGrow network, for the Leafit social network. That is a reality. Okay, if we all row in the same direction, it happens extremely fast. Now, you also, this is the biggest one, you get a double e-commerce commission on all 9 generations. You get twice the e-commerce commissions on your team than anybody else outside the IG3K. That's exceptional. And as this network grows and grows and grows, the e-commerce commissions go up. That can mean very significant money. I mean, Mike Green talks about get 10, who get 10, who get 10. We're just talking about even free affiliates. Just get 10 free affiliates into your network who get 10, who get 10, who get 10, and so on and so forth. That's nothing. I mean, think about it. How many of you on the webinar right now only have 10 friends in your social network at Facebook or Twitter, Instagram, whatever, wherever you're at? Do you have just 10 friends? I doubt it. Okay, you probably have hundreds, and some of you have thousands. Now think about that. What if you had hundreds of people who each got hundreds of people? The e-commerce commissions will be enormous for your team and for you to be in the IG3K right now at the beginning of this company. This is where the opportunity is. Once the 3,000 are full, I really don't think they're going to open back up anytime soon, because people are going to be maintaining that qualification. They're not going to fall out. So the race is right now, but the e-commerce commissions continue to grow and grow and grow as the company and as your business grows. Then let's talk about the Blitz webinar. This is something that Mike brought to my attention that we weren't doing yet. And Mike, thank you so much for heading all this up. I didn't have another minute in my day to make it happen right now, even though it needed to. So I can't thank you enough for heading this up. And our presenters, Elise Williams, Glenn Whitman, Coach Kathy, Martin Regan, Will Cormany, Justin Halliday, and Mike Green. Mike, you're taking a lion's share, and not that that's a benefit to you. That's actually a lot of time out of your day away from your family that you've committed. Guys, I guess my point is, if these folks are willing to spend their time not being paid, this is all voluntary. These are leaders in the field that have come forward to put this Blitz campaign on because they understand what it can do for their teams as well as your guys' teams. They don't care if you're on their team or not. They're here to help the company. They're here to help you individually. Plug into it. All right? Get yourself on these different calls and get some prospects on these calls. I mean, we have had already literally hundreds upon hundreds of people through these Blitz webinars, and it just started last Wednesday. So I would like to be saying this time next week we've had thousands of people through these Blitz webinars, and it's possible. If everybody on the webinar right now would just simply invite 3 people a day, just 3 people a day into the Blitz webinar, or just invite 3 people one time and then help them each invite 3 who get 3, on and on and on and on. And you do that in the next 7 days. We're talking about thousands upon thousands of people that will be going through the 90-day Blitz. And it's a reality. Again, guys, what is this? How does this work? Well, what happens is our presenters kick off the webinar. It's a 15 to 20-minute webinar. It's very quick, in and out. Mike designed it that way, guys, so that somebody at work could take a 15-minute break and listen in on this. Okay? They can log in, they can call in, whatever. They could just get in and listen to this for 15 to 20 minutes. You could do it on your lunch hour. This is not a real taxing thing on your schedule. If you haven't listened to one yet, I encourage you guys to get on them. But what happens is the presenter will talk about the company in 15 to 20 minutes, doing a quick highlight. It's very upbeat, very energetic, and our presenters, I got to say, they are doing an exceptional job. I mean, they're killing it. If you guys want to put your prospect in front of somebody who is successful at this, who is a professional at this, get them on the Blitz webinars. I am excited about every one of these webinars going on. But what they do is they go through the information at the end. They tell your prospect, get back in touch with the person who invited you to this webinar and get started right now. We have another webinar coming up in just a couple hours. Make sure that you get signed up before that. Get on the phone. Invite 2 to 3 folks to the next webinar, and we'll see you back here where we're going to do all the telling and selling for you. The next webinar comes around. Okay? Now think about that. Let's say let's run some numbers here real quick. We're going to take just a moment to do this. Let's say that you got on, maybe you didn't get on the 5 a.m. one. That's a little early for me too. But let's say you got on the 9 o'clock one, and you were there by yourself. You heard it, and you're like, wow, that was really cool. Then you get on the 12 o'clock one, but on 12 o'clock, you have 3 people with you, okay? And they like it. They get on board. At the 3 o'clock, they each have 3 prospects on there, okay? So you see how that's going. But at the same time, you're so excited, you grabbed a couple more yourself. So let's say you grab 2 more. Now on the noon one, you have 11 people already at that point. They get excited about it. At the 3 o'clock, they each have 3 people on there. But you grab 2 more. Now you got 35 people on the 3 o'clock webinar. Are you starting to see let's keep going. I've done this, guys, since 1998. And the folks that honestly plug in and take it serious, this happens, okay? So I'm not messing around here. So at the 5 o'clock, 3, and you grab a couple more. You're over 100 people by the 5 o'clock. We'll just stop there, all right? I've used this with traditional businesses. I took one of my businesses from having 1 sales rep, and it wasn't even 60 days later, we had 3,500 sales reps. Traditional business, and that was after we screened them. So we literally had thousands of people being brought to us, and what I was doing was compensating, obviously, my people on the first sale from anybody that they referred in if we were to hire them. Blitz campaigns work, guys. I've developed teams in excess of hundreds of thousands. In the last, I would say 30 to 36 months, I've had over 300,000 people go through downlines that I was building. Okay? I'm not building one now. You guys are. And what we want to do is we want to put the same tools that have been successful for myself and other people that are in the company right now. We've got folks that have built teams in excess of 500 to 700,000 people. And they use these tools. They use these techniques. If you've never heard of a Blitz campaign, try this for the next 90 days. Plug into it and watch what happens. But most of all, if you don't have a prospect, at least get on and support our presenters and let them know that you're there for them. Okay? We as a team, this is bigger than you. This is bigger than me. This is bigger than all of us. We as a team can literally reach out and change the lives of millions of people globally. And this is what's going to start it, this 90-day blitz right here, right now. Guys, I want to say let's go viral together, and it's not difficult to do. This is actually a very simple task. Choose to move forward with us tonight if you're not already on board. It's $49 a month. Get 3, you get 3. Yours is free. If you want to get your money back right away, that first month of $49, all you have to do is bring in 3 people, all right, and you got your money back. Matter of fact, you got like $2 worth of profit already. Just bring in 3 people, you get your money back, help them each get their 3, and you don't have to worry about those monthly payments anymore. Get your sponsor's username, go to their replicated site, and secure your position. Guys, with this thing picking up the momentum like it is right now, you want to make sure that you get in as soon as possible so you're picking up a little bit of that spillover, and any new leaders coming in could possibly end up in your downline. All right, it's very time sensitive. So get in right now, secure your position, plug in. Matter of fact, I believe that in 20 minutes, if I'm not mistaken, we have a Blitz webinar coming up, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So you have the opportunity. I'm going to end this call here in just a moment, and then you have the opportunity to get signed up, get a few folks gathered real quick. Just do it off the energy, the excitement. Drive them right over to the Blitz. Okay, even if you've never seen one, trust me, it's really good. We're not going to say anything that's going to embarrass you. But get them into that Blitz campaign, and let's see if we can get you your 3 tonight. It's very possible. Get on the phone, though. That's where it all starts, is just make a few phone calls. And then once you do get your folks on board with you, make sure that you're building relationships. That is the single most important thing here. Nothing is going to stay together if you don't build relationships. They'll come here for the comp plan, they'll come here for the excitement, they'll come here for the social network, but they'll only stay because of the relationships that each one of you build with your downline. And I got to say, some of my best friends I met in this industry, and we're still best friends today. I've known them for years. So, guys, it's so important. Build relationships. Now, I want to assume the close on this one. If you have not already started with us, I want to say welcome to the team, because I believe that you guys are starting with us right now. Make sure that you are on that Blitz campaign. Let me go show you. Let me go show you one more time in case you were not here at the beginning, where you can find the, here we go. All right, that should be showing my screen now. All right, right here, you're going to go down to the webinars tab, we've got those several times throughout the website. There's one there. Okay. Another one there. Another one there. Okay, click on it. It's going to bring you right over here. Now, this is the campaign. This is the Blitz webinars. Look at all of these. And we even list our speakers. We tell you exactly who's going to be talking on each one of these. But that is incredible. We've got almost, I don't know, I haven't added up, but it's got to be almost 50 webinars a week right now. Because we got these, and then on top of that, let's say you can't make one of those times, or your prospect can't make it, and they're like, well, I'll watch it right now. Great. We have another system right here. This is an automated recorded system. We have 6 scheduled per day, or they can choose to watch yesterday's webinar right now. So guys, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, we have unlimited webinars available to you and your teams. These are the tools that we put into place. And then we've got the Jumpstart, we got the iGrow 60, the live Q&A, Inner Circle, and then don't forget the Leafit app preview with Mike Green twice a day. There's tons of tools here. Plug into them and join us. We're excited, we're having a good time, and we're going viral. With that, the webinars are wrapped, and I thank you guys for coming out and spending this time with us. Have a great night.